Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This fielded right at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now we get our first look at the hometown kid, rookie Kenny Pickett from the University of Pittsburgh, as he leads the Steeler offense out for their first possession.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in Week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his second start in the NFL.
Here's the leading rusher amongst rookies last season, Najee Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 20 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
Again, it's Harris on second down. Shifts by him, and to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
On second down, this is Harris, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Big Christian Barmore was there on the tackle. Well, this defense for the Pats, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 40-yard line.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
They hand this off to Harris. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Pickett will look to pass it. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Pats are going to get it back here just past the 35. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They run with a 4th-year man. This is Damian Harris. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 18 carries, 106 yardage-wise, and the score as well.
So coming off the opener where they established the run and established it well, their goal is to make sure that the trend continues and to serve notice to the rest of the league that they might be a run-first team.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Jones escaping the pressure right. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Jones. Looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Good start to this. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Tyquan Thornton who brought in the touchdown reception to cap things off. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan. Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2nd and 7. This is Harris. Room here to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now here's another carry for Harris. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5 now. Pickett, pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 21. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Here's Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 7, Pickett. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. And he's brought down. 18 yards on his 1st catch of the game. It's a 1st down. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Week 2 underway around the NFL, and a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener, the 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night, a treat, a Monday night doubleheader, Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern, and then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later. And look at this, they come right back with a big shot downfield. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyquan Thornton, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. On for the extra point is Folk. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again.
Now, the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
From the 31, Pickett over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. Well, Pickett finding Johnson there. First down, Steelers.
And Deontay Johnson just continues to build and grow in his NFL career. Finished second in the NFL in targets on his way to his first Pro Bowl last season. Pulls in the catch there to pick up the first down.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Pickett.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, Pickett. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Washington. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Jones now on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris.
And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up?
Working with a 2nd and 3. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
A move to New England from Baltimore suited Matthew Judon nicely with 12.5 sacks in his first year of a new 4-year contract with the Patriots. That was a new career high for him, 7th in the NFL, and the most for a Patriot since 2015.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin with
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
So here are the Patriots to take over. They were winners over the Dolphins last week. They are on top right now as well as they come up 1st and 10. Harris starts the drive on the ground.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Harris running straight ahead.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Six yards left on 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Back to throw. Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off play action. Jones. He gets this to Thornton. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
This is Harris. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Harris. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Stevenson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's interesting where we are in the game now. The analytics folks, they might tell you to kick the field goal and make it a 2-score game. But you have to wonder if emotionally they're thinking, let's go for the touchdown and try and slam the door.
They're going for it. This is Harris. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to pump the ball. They've done so with that first run.
A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6. They run again with Harris. Evades him at the 10. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
There is simply no bringing Harris along slowly as a rookie for the Steelers. He was one of 2 NFL backs with over 300 carries and led all NFL running backs with 74 catches. Along the way, he set several Pittsburgh rookie records.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now a toss play. It's Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Pickett will look to throw it here. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
They'll go with Snell here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down, this is Harris. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10, here's Pickett. Washington with a catch, middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Going to run the toss here to Harris. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And this offense on third down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Pickett back to throw. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he's got another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Patriots' 33. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Pickett. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On the give, this is Harris. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 101 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On 2nd and goal, Pickett. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Steelers go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
So the Patriots coming out now.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Throwing Jones.
Got his man, it's Thornton. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A gain of 32 that time.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Jones throw here taken in by Parker. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Well, right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. He'll find Parker again. Complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll toss to Harris.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. That's Aguilar with it on the jet sweep. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Here's Jones.
And that is incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead, let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
Folks' kick is good.
And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. So here's Pickett and the Steelers. Down 17-14. A minute 12 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Pickett to throw. He's got Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Pickett. Connecting with Johnson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. Looking to throw here, Pickett. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Here's Pickett. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Pickett to throw. Here's Freiermuth again. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 26. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Patriots who will have first crack at it as we're back underway here in overtime. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. New England trying to get a place on offense. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jones, first throw of overtime here. Rolling to his left. This one into the hands of Aguilar. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a big one in overtime. It's a first down.
Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts, maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea to try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call. But when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Now Jones. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down.
Just another standout play from the best pass rusher in football. Last season, one for the ages. Tied the single-season sack record, and unsurprisingly, won the Defensive Player of the Year for the league.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt.
Folks' kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17.
So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs
At their 25-yard line.
Pickett with the first throw of overtime. Pickett lost it.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. Two guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So a little chunk there on first as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get first downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. If you get 6, so much the better.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run for it with Snell. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Well, this fan base on the losing side, Charles, they're going to be talking about this one for a while. They ultimately decided to try to come up with a touchdown on that last play when all they needed was the field goal to force overtime.
Yeah, and the reasoning behind it, that's what we're all waiting to hear, because sometimes there's things that we don't see on the surface. Did the coach feel like, if he tied the game, they couldn't go any farther, they had too many injuries? I'm not sure what was going on there, but I'm with you. I'm stunned they didn't try and kick the field goal there.
So for New England, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll